All right, welcome back to the DNA Show. I'm Drake Dietrich. This is Ashton Gray, and we are back after a long hiatus of probably 3 or so months.
Long time. I have been moving a lot. I haven't had a computer. Uh, been busy. It's
You
all
said
my fault. No Drake's fault.
it's not my fault, but you have hated your computer back for at least a month. So we've just been
Yeah, we've been slacking.
slacking, lazy.
Relaxing. We've been taking a vacation.
We're not
This
full time podcasters yet. We
yeah,
don't
this big
we
podcast stuff is hard to keep up. You know what I mean?
yeah we have we're not full time podcasters yet. Although
When
I
you're number
did
when you're
I
number
did
one
invest.
podcast in
I have
America,
invested in a microphone, so this makes me more professional.
you might be able to hear. I have not.
One more step towards
I will
full
be
time
getting some at
podcasting.
some point, but
Yeah, football season is over, which sucks. And Taylor Swift will continue to win forever. It's not fair that she is a fan of an NFL team for 3, 4 months and already has a ring, and I've been a Dolphins fan for 23 years and haven't even seen a playoff win.
yeah, it blows.
Life
But
is Football's not fair though, and football doesn't care about your feelings. Neither does
yeah,
Taylor Swift.
so I'll talk a little bit about the Dolphins super playoff run, short lived.
I will not talk about it. It's over. It's
Um,
in the past.
wasn't a great game. You know, it was dang Antarctica where we were playing. Tua didn't look comfortable, looked nervous. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest of all time. So it's kind of hard to beat one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
We were
extend to
we
it.
were in the same division for a while, so
Extend to it. That's the last thing I'll say about it. It is, I got to give the Chiefs credit where credit is due. They probably did just have the hardest path to the Super Bowl of all time. Play at
yes.
home against the Dolphins, who arguably had the best offense in the league the whole year. Go on the road to Buffalo, which is one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. Win there, and then go on the road to number one seed Baltimore, who's been unstoppable all year, and win there.
Yes.
Credit where credit's due. Patrick Mahomes
And
is
then also beat one of the best, if not the best, defenses in the league and most star-studded roster in the league in the Super Bowl.
yeah, yeah,
Very, very slow start from Patrick Mahomes. He did end up throwing, so he threw 6 passes in the first quarter and ended up throwing for 350 yards at the end of the game. So he
yeah,
he locked in real quick and went crazy. I'm sorry, 325, not 350.
yeah. I mean, regular season Patrick Mahomes this year did not. They were definitely a beatable team all regular season, but when they got to the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes remembered he is Patrick Mahomes.
Correct. Yeah.
And also one thing I don't understand, which I mean I'm not upset about it, but how did he become a villain like overnight? Like why did everyone? I mean, is it?
Look, man, I've always had the utmost respect, I guess you can say, for Tom Brady, even though he is a Patriots guy. I've never really hated Tom Brady. I'll defend him being the GOAT all day, every day. Patrick Mahomes, kind of the opposite. I was like, yeah, I like this guy. You know, he's doing good. He's a young guy on path to greatness. Could be in the Hall of Fame already. And now I don't like it. I didn't want to see him lose though. I was actually kind of rooting for the Chiefs, but I don't like. I think it has to do with Jackson and Brittany, not him.
Oh, speaking of Brittany, I want to apologize to her. I was not familiar with her game. Did you see her Sports Illustrated swimsuit?
I didn't see that. No,
Oh my God,
I'll have
you
to
have to
check
go
that.
look at it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out later.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I've fallen victim to social media. I don't really like Patrick Mahomes either anymore, and I used to like him a lot, but I can't really stand him anymore.
It's one of those things of like he's unstoppable. Nobody likes somebody that's unstoppable. That's just not
Yeah, I
fair.
think
That's not right.
it is the
That's
Brady effect because I did not like Brady until not even because he was a division rival, but until he went to the Bucks, I really cannot stand him. But
yeah.
now
I
now
think
that
when he went to the Bucks, everybody started liking him a lot. Like
but
that was
now that he's done playing, I like Feel like my childhood is gone and football, like the that era of football died when he left.
Yeah, you are 23 years old, so your childhood is gone.
Yeah, it's been gone for a while, but
But so
yeah. And Travis Kelsey, does he hate old people? He shoved Andy Reid fairly hard. Kind of made a
he
crybaby.
also
I lost a lot of respect for him.
he also had a crazy turnaround this game of
Yeah, bad in the
not
first half.
yeah, he had 10 yards in the first half and he finished with 93. And that was
10,
all really in the fourth quarter.
10 yards and one coach shoved in the first half and went crazy in the second half.
And that
So
was a terrible thing. That was really dumb. He
yeah,
should not have
that
done that. If it
I
wasn't
get.
the Super Bowl, he would not be playing.
Yeah, for say I sound like an old head, but like that. And AJ Brown did tweet, if that was me, I'd have been kicked out of the league. What do
Correct.
you think? I mean, yeah,
Yeah. If it was anybody but Travis Kelsey, $1 million fine, a suspension, maybe getting cut from the team, depending on the coach. But
ever
Travis
since,
has that
yeah,
pull
sorry to
now.
cut you off, but ever since he started dating, and I'm not blaming Taylor Swift at all. Ever since he started dating Taylor Swift, I feel like he's just been so unlikable.
Yeah, he
He's
he has been.
it really. I mean,
But he's embracing it, which actually
yeah,
makes me
which
like him a little bit more. He realizes that he's going into that like villain role where he has everybody against him and nobody for him, and
yeah,
he's embracing it, dude.
they'll. I hope they break up before the next season starts. Which I mean, I don't obviously I don't care about their relationship that much. It is very
Sounds like
annoying,
you do.
but we won't have to see. We won't have to see her until at least August.
You'll see her all over your
Yeah, I'm sure
Instagram.
they'll find a way to put her in somewhere. She'll be dating an MLB player soon. Uh, and I used to like Taylor Swift. I mean I used to really like her a lot. Oh, by the way, good thing about Taylor Swift, I wasn't familiar with her game either. She looked very hot at the Super Bowl in the box with Ice Spice, which is weird. Ice Spice always looks like she doesn't know what is going on ever.
She probably doesn't, but Blake Lively was the only reason that I cared that she was there. Didn't even look at Taylor Swift that whole night, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
I don't even know who Blake Lively is really. Is she a model?
Married to Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay. Deadpool trailer came out.
Yes, Deadpool trailer did
Excited
come
for
out.
that. But yeah, if Ice Spice isn't like twerking or doing something like that, she doesn't. She looks like she does not know what she's doing or where she is.
Correct. She's okay. We're this isn't a pop culture
Yeah,
podcast.
this is yeah. Okay, you're right. All right, Super Bowl recap. Yeah, the end of the game. So the game, everyone thinks it was boring. I thought it was a good.
Yeah, it
Obviously,
was.
obviously a lot of sloppy turnovers, a lot of bad mistakes by both teams. Um, but the end of the game, going to overtime, I just don't understand how I know the overtime rules for playoffs, and the Niners did not going
Yeah,
into this game.
that was kind of weird. But one thing that I've kind of had a little bit of confusion about is okay, you don't know the rules. Why still kick the field goal there? Because all they have to do is go down and score a touchdown, anyways, and you lose even in the old rules. They still play throughout.
Right,
So why risk? I mean, obviously their defense was playing really good all night, but then dang Greenlaw, what's his first name?
Dre.
Dre Greenlaw, yeah. He popped his Achilles and they couldn't get a third down stop to save their lives after he was gone. But I mean, their defense is playing good all night. Why would you wait, you know, until overtime to trust them that much, I guess you could say, and just go ahead and go for that touchdown anyways? Because if you don't get it, whatever, you're going to lose. But if you
Yeah,
do get it, you go into more overtime.
are you talking about the Niners?
Yes,
You know they got the ball first in overtime, right?
correct. And they kicked a field goal. So what I'm saying is, even in the old rules, if you kick a field goal, like even in the regular season rules, if you kick a field goal, the other team still gets a chance
Right.
and they have to go down and score. So why not go for that anyways, even if you don't know the new rules? Why not just go ahead and go for a touchdown? Because if you score, woohoo, you think you won, even though you didn't. And, Chiefs go down and score and you tie up, you go to the second overtime. But you kick that field goal, it's the same thing. If they score, you lose. Doesn't matter.
How funny would it have been if the Niners did score a touchdown there and they thought they won the game,
And everybody started going crazy.
and then Patrick Mahomes leads a 98-yard drive to win the freaking third Super Bowl. But yeah, the Chiefs did come out and say if the Niners were to score a touchdown and kick the extra point, then the Chiefs were going to go for two if they score a touchdown. Which if I'm the Niners, like, okay, say they knew the rules, I score first, I think if you go for two on your first touchdown and get it, you win. I don't think the other team gets a chance.
I don't I
I
don't
could
know
be
about
wrong.
that. I think it's both teams still get a chance
Okay, well, I'd go for two anyways
because
because I don't want.
Josh Allen is a baby
Yeah,
and he's mad because he lost a coin flip.
but also I would kick the ball off first. That's why I think that's where I think them not knowing the rules make like that's proof they didn't know the rules because why would you take the ball first with these new rules?
Correct. Yeah.
Because you kick the ball off. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he's probably going to go score a touchdown, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's probably,
If it's a do or die situation, you can count on Patrick Mahomes scoring.
they're going
But
to get a touchdown, and I would rather know what I have to get. Like say the Chiefs even scored a field goal, I know I have to get a touchdown to win this game. If you get the ball first, if you get a field goal, that gives the other team the advantage. Okay, we just have to go score and we win.
yeah,
So it's like college. Like I want to know what I have to do before I go do it. Which obviously the goal every time is score a touchdown, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, in my mind, it's score a touchdown. Period. Like I mean, even now, granted, this is why I'm not a coach, but going into overtime, getting the ball first, go for it on every fourth down. Go ahead and just try to score. Don't worry about kicking a field goal because if you kick a field goal and they score a touchdown, it's over with.
yeah, because
So
if you kick the ball, Chiefs. If you kick the ball in overtime, Chiefs score a field goal. Okay, we can win. We can go win the game right now. No more overtime. So I just don't. I don't understand why Shanahan wasn't more prepared. The Chiefs they got out coached in that situation for sure.
Kyle Shanahan is an amazing coach until it comes to important games.
Till it comes to Super Bowls because they won three,
Yeah.
which they'll probably be back. I mean they're a good team. They're a good young team. They'll
Yeah.
more than likely be back at some point in the next
Well, I
five
mean, they
years.
still have, I think Debo, well, no, Debo still has a year on his contract, so he'll be back next year. Brandon Ayuk is apparently leaving because he is
Yeah,
not
he's probably
happy.
gone.
Um, Christian McCaffrey's staying. I think he has 2 more years. Trent Williams just till he retires, pretty much. So I
Yeah,
mean, their offense is staying stacked up. So
I'm glad
George
Brock
Kittle
Purdy
probably
played.
never leaving.
I'm glad Brock Purdy played good though. I mean, I've never been a hater of Brock Purdy. I mean, obviously he's not
I
the
have,
best in the NFL, but
I have.
I
It's
don't hate him.
dumb.
It's not his fault you hate him though. It's the media's fault.
Well, no, no, I think it is the media's fault because I feel like it doesn't matter that he was drafted last.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen
it
the?
does, obviously, but it's stupid to hold that over his head. Just call him a good quarterback. Don't call him Mr. Irrelevant all the time. That's dumb. Nobody calls MVP of Canadian Football League Chad Kelly Mr. Irrelevant. He was Mr. Irrelevant. Nobody
Was
cares about that.
was he Mr. Irrelevant?
Yeah.
Oh,
Went to the Broncos last pick of the draft.
he got drafted by the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, did you see the media days before the game? That reporter, I'm sure you've seen this, where Brock Purdy looks exactly like the guy that
And
killed John F.
NFL.
Kennedy. What's his name?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I did see a picture of that, but I didn't really pay attention to it.
They do look just alike. Brock Purdy, where were you on that day in Dallas?
November 22nd, 1965.
Is that right?
Oh, November 22nd, 1963.
I'm fact checking this.
Nope, it is 65, I believe.
November 22nd, 1965.
I know it's November 22nd, 63 or 64, 65. I can't remember.
This will be big brain if you get this. What's your final guess or answer?
65. November 22nd, 65.
It is 63. But
Ah, knew it.
you get my respect for even getting the date right.
Well, the
Very
only reason I
impressive.
know that is because Abraham Lincoln was killed on April 14th or shot on April 14th, 1863. and he died on April 15th, 1863. So
We should just be a history podcast.
yeah, we should. I mean, I'm down.
Ashton is going back to school. I'll get round of applause for Ashton. Allegedly going back to school. We'll
So
believe it when
this
we see it.
means in-person podcasts. I will also possibly have two podcasts going um, with Caleb West and Jake Smith.
No free shout
Uh,
outs. No free shout outs on our podcast. No free shout outs.
well, we don't know for sure, but that'll be just a hangout talk type podcast. We'll have random people on, random friends on, and everything like that. So,
No self
but
promo.
we'll get to that when we get to it.
All right. Actually does sound like a good idea. I will have to tune into that. All right. Anything else on the Chiefs are obviously they're a dynasty now, confirmed. They might win the next 20 Super Bowls.
So I got a question about this. What do you qualify as a dynasty? So obviously Patriots, the 20-year dominance. I said that word wrong. Whatever. That's a dynasty. Three of the last, what is it, 6 years? Yeah, 6 years that Chiefs have been or won the Super Bowl.
Well, they've
Uh,
won 3 and 6. They've won 3 of the last 4.
okay, so they've won three of the last four. Patrick Mahomes has either been to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl every year of his starting career, I guess you could say. Um, I believe that's starting to turn into a dynasty, or it's just became a dynasty.
They are now dynasty. Yeah, confirmed.
Yes. Now, let me ask you this. So, on some baseball notes, I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. It's a little weird. I'm a Giants, Dolphins, Celtics fan. So, from 2010 to 2015, the Giants won three Super Bowls in 5 years. I mean, three World Series in 5 years. I'm sorry. Would you consider that a dynasty? Because a lot of people don't consider it a dynasty, but I mean, who else has done that besides, the dynasties of the Yankees and the Red Sox did it, or did the Red Sox do it?
I don't know, but I mean, I really don't remember much about those teams, but that sounds dynasty esque to me.
Confirmed. San
I
Francisco
will
Giants a dynasty.
I will give them the dynasty stamp
Shout
for that
out,
one. They're obviously
shout
not
out,
anymore.
shout out, big time Timmy Jim, Tim Lincecum, the freak.
Yeah, he was a goat. And Madison Bumgarner.
He's my favorite baseball player of all time. Tim Lincecum, Madison Bumgarner. I mean, he could bomb a ball. He can nuke a ball at the plate and strike you out at the same time. He was OG Shohei Ohtani. So, yeah, if not better.
Okay.
I'm
Speaking
just
of
playing.
baseball, let's talk a little SEC baseball preview. Season starts Friday. And both of our teams are predicted to finish 13th and 14th in the SEC. So
Really, I did not know that.
at least in the West, y'all are predicted to finish 6th. We're predicted to finish 7th. Obviously, he's an Ole Miss fan. I'm a State fan. And I mean, the media, they have every right to think that. I don't really know. Obviously, I'm not gonna say anything good things about Ole Miss, but I mean, State, we probably deserve that 7th ranking, but we've not had our best years over the last 2 years. Everyone knows that, it's no secret. But I don't know, man. Every time this year comes, every time this time of the year comes around, there's just something in the air in Starkville.
Yes, and also baseball is one of, if not the only sport that you can't predict. There's no way to say anything, or yes, a team might be number one all year, but that doesn't mean that they're going to win the College World Series. You know, Ole Miss, when they won the College World Series, they were the last team in, or last four in, I guess you could say, but they were the last team announced in the bracket.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, you're right. Baseball is unpredictable. It's hard to predict. Yeah, right. Hard
I
to
go I go back to when Coastal Carolina won it. Also, of nobody expected Coastal Carolina to be anywhere near the College Baseball World Series, but
yeah.
they did their thing and got it done. That's not saying that LSU is still going to be dominant even though they lose their two best players. or really, they lost three or no, they lost two of their top five players. They still have Tommy White. He's going to be dominant as always. They have, you know, are ranked number two
I think they're
this year,
three.
three.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Florida is two, Wake Forest is one. I know that.
wow, Wake Forest is one. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
they're returning the most talent.
yes, they are. I believe Florida has a big chance of winning the SEC. I don't think they will, but they, I assume, have the best odds at it right now.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, a lot of the rankings I've seen has Arkansas winning the SEC, which
Arkansas is always very
they're yeah,
talented.
they're always. I mean, okay, so I got the rankings pulled up. Arkansas is third in the country. LSU at four.
Okay, so I see on these now. This is a power rating from the Tennessee or the Tennessee, and sorry, um, they have LSU one, Florida two. This is just
Yeah.
ranked
Everyone's
Tennessee
rankings are
and
going to
New
be
York.
different. I mean, I guess it's hard to rank these teams.
They have Arkansas three, Vanderbilt four, Tennessee five. Now, SEC, obviously, we talk a lot about SEC being a powerhouse. Baseball is no different. Baseball,
Yeah,
if not more than football,
no
because
question, no question.
you have Vanderbilt always at the top, LSU usually at the top, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, both have won national championships back to back
Yeah,
in recent years. Tennessee is a high-powered offense. They love hitting home runs. Um, Auburn, I haven't really seen much of Auburn. They're always, middle of the pack type team, but
they're actually
are
ranked in the preseason poll, which is kind of crazy.
they?
Yeah,
Uh,
I've never really remember. I mean, they had Casey Miles, who's with the Tigers now, was like he's a very high first round pick. I don't remember, but yeah, I don't even consider baseball when you mention Auburn ever.
no, I don't either. I don't really pay attention to Auburn baseball. I guess I probably should more, but Alabama, dark horse, actually, I'll go ahead and say it. SEC championship winners, the Alabama
Wow,
Crimson Tide,
with a new coach and
with a
a new
new coach,
roster
new coach
after
that actually cares about something. Um, they lost a lot of people this year, transfer portal wise, but I believe they actually will make something happen here because that whatever his name is, Rob Vaughn or
I
whatever.
couldn't tell you. I know they have a dominant
Um,
Friday night starter that he transferred in from I don't remember where, but State was trying to get him. So they got a good Friday night guy. I know that. I forgot where he's from though. I want to say
and
LSU.
if I'm being honest, I don't really know. I mean, I know Riley Maddox will probably be starting Friday night, probably
Yeah,
for Ole Miss. Um,
my boy Nate
I'm
Dom.
sure.
Nate Dom getting the start Friday night for the Dogs. We're a Nate Dom podcast.
We are not.
He's the goat. Throws
He's
it a
gonna have a
million miles an
nine
hour.
ER. He's gonna have a 9.7 ERA by the end of the year.
You will not. He's Slim Shady, bro. You didn't want to say that. No, no Nate Dom slander on the podcast. We are a Nate Dom podcast. Nate Dom, you're welcome on the DNA show if you ever get a free second. I know you're busy with
Please,
other podcasts and whatever.
please come
So
here. I can tell you to your face.
what
I said, please come on here so I can tell you to your face that you suck.
you want to Ole Miss hasn't beat State in a series in the last 10 years, so
Who
you
has the most recent national championship?
doesn't matter. Y'all copied us. But back to the SEC being dominant. Yeah, we've won. SEC has won 6 College World Series titles in the last 10 years. So yeah,
So they
the
got,
SEC is, but no doubt, the most dominant conference.
yes, and a lot of that, granted, is Vanderbilt
Yeah,
just holding the fort down for as long as they did.
they have
But
2 in the last 10 years.
correct, but they also are always in the College World Series. I don't think they were last year though. I can't remember correctly if they are, if they were, but they're always a scary team to play. Um, uh,
Pick your
when last
laptop up.
huh?
Pick your laptop up. Audio's getting kind of choppy. Get a microphone and be a man like me.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. Um, Vanderbilt's never a team you like to see. LSU. Oh, this is also the first year that we have uh permanent opponents in the SEC. Or is that next year? That's
I
next
think
year.
I think it don't start in the SEC. I don't even know if they're doing that for baseball or not, just football.
They are because we Ole Miss has y'all, LSU, and Arkansas, and that's our permanent opponents.
Okay.
I believe y'all's are,
I think it's Vanderbilt and Kentucky and Ole Miss.
yes, I believe so. Or it might be
No, it's not
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Huh?
I don't remember who it is.
We'll figure it out later. But LSU's always a hard team to face. Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, obviously for an Ole Miss fan, is really hard to face, no matter where we are. But Super Bulldog weekend, if you can ever make it to Starville on Super Bulldog weekend, you will
Place to be.
not be disappointed. Um, you will see 3 million people packed into Duty Noble.
Yeah,
So
it's a great. Okay, I do have the permanent opponents pulled up. Y'all have it's only two permanent opponents.
okay,
Y'all have us in Arkansas, and we have y'all in LSU. For this is for
so
baseball starting in 2025.
I think in football we have three permanents, and
Yeah,
that's so we can keep it. So it's LSU and y'all.
y'all have Arkansas and us
Oh,
for
okay.
baseball, which
Well,
we got
Arkansas is
a
also a hard team to play against.
yeah
They're
they are a baseball
quick.
powerhouse.
Yes, they are. SEC baseball's just difficult. So
Yeah, it's anybody's conference really
first series of the season, Ole Miss is playing Hawaii in Hawaii.
at
So
Hawaii.
we will not be playing until 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. And your boy gonna be watching. I can tell you that.
I may tune in too. I mean, this is sports. We'll be praying on y'all's downfall though against Hawaii.
Who do y'all play this weekend?
The Air Force Academy.
Uh,
Paul Skeens played there, so they're not
better watch out.
trash.
Better watch out. They have those really tall, skinny flamethrowers on the mound.
The home of Paul Skeens.
They also have the coolest home run celebration of all time.
I don't know if I haven't seen it.
This dude, I've only seen one video of it. This guy hits a home run. It's a 3-run home run. Two guys there on the base are on base at the time. They score, turn around, salute to the dude his home plate. And then
That does
it
sound sick.
was
I love.
it
I will always root for military academies in every sport. There,
Yes, me too.
it's hard to not
It's
as
very
an
hard not
American.
to.
As an American,
Yeah.
but
American, if you're an American and you don't root for a military academy against any school besides
yeah,
your own, you're not American.
yeah.
You
Um,
hate America.
who you think's going to win the SEC this year in baseball?
Alabama. That's who I call.
Okay, I'm going
I'll
with
say dark
Florida.
horse. Dark horse. Okay, I'll say realistically, I think LSU repeats. If not, I think Florida can win it all this year. But I think LSU repeats uh, for SEC championship. They won it last year, did they? I'm pretty
I
sure.
want to
We
say,
should probably have more stats up,
yeah,
but
we're just going on the fly.
this is the first time in a long time we're a little rusty. Um, so realistically, I will say LSU can win, probably will win, but my dark horse for the SEC is Alabama. Um, this year, also, we have all SEC teams in the SEC tournament. I believe I've seen that.
No, that
We don't have
starts. Well,
that's
that starts next year as well.
does it? Okay.
Yeah.
See, Texas and
Okay.
Oklahoma ruining everything. Oh yeah,
They,
and we get Texas and Oklahoma. SEC is not being
yeah.
touched
I
in
mean, yeah.
baseball.
It's not getting any easier.
Yeah. Ole Miss, guess who Ole Miss beat in the national championship?
They did be in Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
which no one thinks baseball when they think of Oklahoma either.
Correct, but Oklahoma kind of was, they sucked in that
Nah,
series.
y'all had it. Y'all had an easy Mickey Mouse bracket.
Mickey Mouse bracket. It was 2 years removed from COVID. Y'all had the dang COVID rules bracket.
No, We had a tough bracket.
We were 25-0 in 2022, and we probably would have won the College World Series if
Nah.
COVID didn't shut everything down. I
Okay,
will die by
all I
that
can
because we were
find
the best team in the nation, and nobody can tell me anything.
Vanderbilt
Argue.
won the SEC tournament last year. I can't find a regular season champion, but whatever. I
I
want to say it
assume
was
it was
Arkansas for
probably.
some reason.
I would assume it's probably LSU though, because they lost what? They didn't lose a
Oh,
series all year.
it's got to be well. Florida was number one seed in the SEC tournament, so I would assume it's
Maybe so. Yeah.
Arkansas was number two. I think they split the championship in the regular season. I think they were co champions,
You
if I'm not
talking about
mistaken.
Arkansas? You talking about LSU and Arkansas?
Arkansas and Florida
I
and
mean,
the SEC.
Arkansas.
I think they were co champions, if I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
remember LSU losing because I remember us playing LSU and me saying that this could be the first series that they lose, but obviously I was just being a delusional Ole Miss fan. Uh,
We beat LSU in the series last year at
did we?
LSU.
Was that the? I think that was the only time they no, because they played Arkansas. They lost to Arkansas. So
Yep,
yeah, that makes
we
sense.
were their first series loss, though I believe
Yeah. Was that at Duty Noble or was that in Baton Rouge?
it was at Alex Box Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah, we haven't talked about any other teams besides State and Ole Miss, but Florida's got a really good team. They've got arguably the best player in college baseball returning, Jack Caglione,
Yeah. Jack
who,
Tiny.
Jack Tony, who is a beast.
Yes.
Although he did not play like Otani in Game Three of the World Series last year. It was Game Three he pitched right when he gave up
Yeah.
like yeah. So he's my Golden Spikes Award preseason winner. I don't know who won it last year.
Dylan Cruz.
That's right. Oh, I did not know that high schoolers can win the Golden Spikes Award. I saw Connor Griffin from Jackson Prep, Florence product, by the way, is a
He's not a Florence product.
he's a
He
preseason
will
candidate for the award. He
he
is a
will
Florence product.
claim he will claim Jackson Prep his whole
Yeah,
life now.
he won't claim Florence. I didn't see that, but
Here's another thing about especially Connor Griffin. He is committed to LSU, but he will most likely not go to LSU. I don't see him going to college at all because he's projected number one draft pick this year, anyways.
yeah,
Um,
he could be a
Now,
millionaire at
kid,
18 years old.
I saw him last year play again. Wait, yeah, I saw him play a game last year in person. He's worth the hype.
Oh yeah, he's
This
unreal.
dude, especially in person, it's insane.
Yeah,
And um, I'm probably gonna go check him out again this year, but I know it's gonna be packed out because he's got more recognition of people know him and people are gonna be watching him and everything like that. So
yeah, he's
see though.
he's 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 he lived up to the hype.
Yes.
But yeah, baseball best time of the year, arguably best time of
Are you?
the spring baseball season.
Yes. Except for March Madness.
That is true. Yeah, it's still we need to talk about college basketball next time because it's heating up.
It is.
When
And
we
I have followed one team all year and I haven't looked at anything else.
I've
So
been pretty in the know. I'm a college basketball.
I usually, right around this time catch up with college basketball and just see, what's going on, what everybody's saying.
Yeah. Now the
But
football's over.
yeah, I don't really care too much about it. It's kind of like that, just weird period of no sports where you can just catch up on everything. So
I think both our teams are projected to make the tournament, so that is a good thing for both of us
yes,
at this moment in time. Still a lot of season left, obviously.
yes.
The SEC might be the best conference in basketball this year.
This year, yes. Now that is not a
That
reigning thing.
yeah,
We
that's not the SEC's reputation to have the best conference in college basketball, obviously, but it's been fun. I mean, I think it's wide open. Kentucky's looked shake. Oh, we'll talk more about this next show, obviously, but Kentucky's looked shaky. Tennessee is good. Tennessee, Kentucky are supposedly the top two teams in the conference, and they both lost to mediocre teams and Auburn. So it's
Mississippi State beat Tennessee
and Auburn,
and
two
Auburn.
top 10
Now,
opponents.
we Ole Miss started the year off, was the last one of the last three teams to be undefeated. Um, Ended up losing to Tennessee in our first SEC game. Uh,
Losing is putting it loosely.
yeah, we got man, beat pretty bad.
Bow raced.
um, then we played Auburn. You know, it was a good Auburn game. It kind of got out of hand at the end. Auburn ended up beating us. Who else have we played? I just haven't really followed it too
Yeah,
much.
you can do some research before next show. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it
we're
more.
gonna. I'll have to really look at it. I've watched probably 3 games this year, and one of them was against uh, some D3 team
Yeah,
from. I don't know.
if you're
Yeah,
you're a casual, that's fine. That's okay.
not a big college basketball guy. More of an NBA guy.
That's
I'm
okay.
I'm a I'm a big college football guy, big college baseball guy, more of an NBA guy. Um, Little tidbit that really doesn't mean anything at all. Alabama has a women's hockey club. Most colleges have a hockey club that they have. Alabama's women's hockey club beat Auburn 20-0 the other day.
That
So
is really random, but
that's that
an
just came
interesting
up out of nowhere.
interesting
But
stat.
Alabama women's hockey club is the best in the nation. So
That is a very interesting stat. One more thing, and then we'll get out of here. About the Super Bowl. I saw a stat. Patrick Mahomes has been down by at least 10 points in every Super Bowl game that he's won. If you want to beat Mahomes, don't get more than a 10 point lead, and you could probably win.
yes,
Keep
actually, just if you're gonna get more than a 10 point lead, make sure you get that 10 point lead with like 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, then
And
you'll then you'll
even
then
then,
you
it's pretty scary.
yeah, the odds will still be against you because he's
Yeah,
100%. But
just keep
yeah,
it close all
I
game.
don't know. They're a dynasty. I'm starting to hate them. I do hate them now. So it's whatever. They'll be good for a while.
We have to
He's
play them again next year.
he's 28 years old. Travis Kelsey may or may not retire for this year. I doubt he does. I don't know
No,
why he
we don't
would.
play them again next year. Actually, we're moving on.
We'll see
But
him in the playoffs. We'll see him in the AFC Championship.
yeah,
All right. This was a good comeback show.
good comeback show. We'll get another one. Possibly what you think? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
Probably
somewhere
Sunday
around.
night. Sunday night is more realistic.
Yeah. So we'll see. But college basketball next time. A recap of college baseball. Um, no more football until
Strict.
USFL starts or UFL starts.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's get out of here. Peace.